Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, in this nice occasion, I would like to present my final project proposal under title Analysis of Structure Sehook SVL Safety Weight Load 30 ton using finite element method. Next, first of all, let me introduction myself. My name Dymaseka Sabbilli. My NRP is 0617040029. I'm from Design and Manufacture Engineering study program. Okay, this is my introduce myself. And next for okay, next. This is the discussion point in the video. And I think that now for the introduction now I will explain the content and discussion point in the video. At first I will introduce you myself just like I did already. The second is chapter 1 which contain my final project primarily. The third chapter 2 which contain the basic theory that I will use to complete my final project to get my degree. The last the last and chapter 3 which contain the method or step I will take to get the project done, and chapter 4 result and discussion. Next, the chapter 1. Now I will explain you the background of my research. The role of live aircraft in industry has already experienced of very rapid development and product creation. Plane lift really help human work. In process, there is fabrication activity of lifting goods from the one place to another place. Lift aircraft commonly used in industry: gantry crane, overhead crane, ship crane, and forklift. The aircraft aims to produce profit by increasing production in terms of time and facility human work, especially crane. However, crane to has limitation to things to lift things that shape coil or coil rolled steel. This limitation causes this to happen. The product decreases so that it has an impact on the production cost of production, which provide company that product steel coil atau steel rod. Therefore, service and element that making is easy lifting good with a crane. So tools are needed. Tools that can be used to help with the job is Sehook, where the Sehook is specially designed for a crane to help steel coil or steel rod shaped item. In the making Sehook, of course, must be in accordance with a demand. Of course, the company must consider the size and material to be used. Material selection matters because every material have different style. Therefore, it is necessary to conduct an investigation to test the material in order to see the material appropriate. Appropriate. Next, this is the research problem. Number one, how to choose the material for SEO contraction. Number two, how to analyze the strength and large deflection that occurred on SEO contraction. Number two, number three, how do the detailed engineering drawing for SEO contraction match the calculation? The next, this is research elimination. Number one, the welding part is calc in accordance. Number two, the material used is ST52, STM A572, and IC 1020. Number 3, the design and analyzing process use CAD and FEM basic supporting software. Chapter 3 is a basic theory. Now I will going to include the theory that I field study for analyzing the structure strength. I will use finite element analyze that based of finite element method theory. VEA includes the using mass generation technique as you can see in the slide for dividing a complex problem into small element as as well as the use of software program coded with VEM algorithm. And applying VAA, the complex problem is usually a physical system with the underlying physical such as the Euler-Bernoulli beam equation, the heat equation, or the Navier-Stokes equation expressed in either PDA or integral equation. Will the divided small element of the complex problem represent different area in the physical system? The smaller the number input when beginning mass creation, the more accurate the result will be, but the longer it takes to complete the meshing process. I will analyze the strength using software-based VEM. The next is chapter 3, research method. That consider research method. The research flow will be like this as shown on the slide. First thing to do start research is problem identification. Start education. Proper identification was already shown at chapter 1. The second step is determining the objective of the research and determining the research problem. This is also shown at the first chapter. The third is field observation. This is required to find more reliable data to guide the design. But field observation will result a data such as design limitation and customer demand. After that, the analyzing process will use three types of materials, namely ST52, STM A572, and IC1020. Materials will be analyzed to see the design react will apply to structural design. If the design fails at load, at load, the process will pass modification and return to statistical analyzing again. And we carried out this material the concept of interaction and selection of strong and suitable material for Sehook. The selection will be based on the strength of the product. This is a supporting data. This is a material considered ST52, STM, A72, and IC. This is the composition, the material, material composition table, and this is next is chapter 4. Chapter 4, I will explain you the result and discussion. At first, I will show you my 2D and 3D design based on my observation at PT Pelangi Indokarya. And this is 3D design, say 2D drawing and 3D drawing design. And this 3D drawing design will later be used for finite element analyzing in software. This is the 2D drawing design for on my observation at PT Pelangi Indokarya. And the next and then the calculation. Okay, my ma'am, and calculation to of the force on say hook was not complete because yesterday my calculation Mr. Pranowo revise revise the result of my calculation, and my method I use were still not suitable, and I still need time to solve the problem, and I want to complete my final project. And okay, yeah, itu. And okay, I think that's all for from me today. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.